Now this track is designed to help you to become more youthful, more full of energy, to increase your happiness, your IQ and your luck, and to improve your health and boost your immune system. And this track is made using a number of scientific, psychological principles about how people can have their neurology stimulated, creating changes in the mind and the body. And from the various bits of research that have been done, the changes from this stimulation appear to last from anything from about a day up to about 4 days. So the best way to continue to keep the changes and to even boost the effects of the changes are to listen to this. Perhaps once a day, maybe once every other day, maybe even twice a day, just to really boost the effects. Allow your eyes to close as you listen to me and focus on your breathing. And just focus on how you can breathe regularly and evenly, breathing in and breathing out. Comfortably breathing in and breathing out. And as you breathe in and breathe out, just begin to let your mind wander. And it doesn't matter where your mind wanders to. You don't have to pay any real attention to me, because I'll be talking to you in the background. And you're unconscious. That's the part of you that makes decisions, those instinctive decisions. That part of you will always be listening and responding to what I say. And we all respond to what comes in through our senses. If you look at a photo from years ago of a happy event, that photo can trigger memories that lead to you feeling certain emotions, certain feelings. If you spend time playing with children, you can begin to feel more full of energy and begin to discover yourself smiling and laughing more. So we all respond to the stimulation around us that comes in through our senses. And an interesting fact is that our mind and body responds to our imagination as well as it responds to real life. So when you vividly imagine something, it has the same physiological and psychological effect on you as genuinely being in a real experience of that same thing. And that instinctive part of you can always keep that in mind. So as your mind wanders, you can listen to me in the background, and you don't have to pay any real attention. And it doesn't matter if you don't remember everything I say. There's no need to remember anything that's not really important to remember. You can just enjoy the effects of listening to this. You don't even have to try to notice anything or be aware of anything, because it'll all just happen automatically. So just imagine now, for a moment, that you're in Silicon Valley in California. The air's warm, comfortable. And you're walking into a college. And as you walk into that college, you see a group of students. And they're running around, they're kicking a ball around. They're laughing and joking. They're all playing. And they just seem to be living in the moment. With a total sense of freedom. Just having a carefree attitude. Excitedly playing. And you're just going to observe those students. You can notice them discussing a party they're going to have. And you can notice how beautiful all these students seem to be. As they're bounding around, running around, just living in the moment. Living in the present. Just all telling each other jokes, seeming to have all the time in the world to spend time together. And you can just follow them as they head off to a lesson. And they're all physics students, studying a physics science degree. And you can just follow them into the lesson. And be curious. Just to observe them. Not to take part or anything like that, just to observe those physics students as they walk into the science labs. And you can see all the other science people in there. All the other scientists wearing their lab coats. Scientists on computers, typing away. Everyone appearing just to enjoy their jobs. And all those physics students, those science students, easily and effortlessly answering all the questions, doing all their work. You don't have to know what their work is or even be able to hear them. You can just watch them all getting on with their work. You can see how they can study so easily and effortlessly. Because studying and learning was so much easier when you were younger. And then after the lesson, They'll leave the college and they meet up in the evening for a party. They get together with friends. And you see a group of them cooperating, uniting together to work out how to set up some shelter in the garden to cover over the top of the party, to wire up all the electronics, the lights, the sound machines, music systems, screens to show videos on. So you watch them all work together, all these students, all these science students working together, almost like they're a self-made family, all bonded together. Each one a mate of each other. They're all supportive. And sharing their support. And they're all really chatty with each other as they just, with their hands, get on with the work. They're saying hello to each other, even to people they don't know that are turning up early to this party. They all appear to be in good moods. They're all deeply interesting. They all seem to have this just do it attitude. And you see clusters of these students in their own little groups, sharing interests with each other, just randomly chatting with strangers, as you do when you're young, just randomly chatting with people they're meeting for the first time, randomly chatting with that person who just happens to have sat down at the same table, being all positive, enthusiastic. And just seeming to have a natural affinity for falling into a rapport with each other. And a flexible attitude to life around them. Enjoying surprise. And just socialising. And sharing gifts. Knowing that there's a world of possibilities. And that life's full of randomness. Exciting, wonderful randomness. And just notice how at this party, people are making new friends, learning new things about people they've never met before, discovering what they have in common with these people, being enthusiastic about their interests, always finding that they're doing new things, all being open to new experiences, to a world of possibilities, taking life with a relaxed attitude, and going with the flow. Just having that sort of what will be kind of attitude. Really chilling out and taking it easy. And you can see some sitting down enjoying a sense of peace and calm, letting their mind wander as they watch the world go by. Just chatting with people that come over to them. Perhaps chatting about an item of clothing someone's wearing, or a hairstyle, or something completely random. And just notice how, as they're setting all of the equipment up, some of them have to think outside the box and be creative. They have to have a sense of curiosity and intrigue to solve how they're going to set everything up easily and effortlessly. And as you look on, just look on as if it almost looks like they're all living in a fantasy land stuck in time. That kind of fantasy that many students live in, with that just do it attitude where they're open-minded, where they're young, fit, healthy, intelligent. Where because they're young and fit and healthy and intelligent, they haven't learnt all those old limitations that adults occasionally have. You remember what that was like. You remember what it's like. To go through life like a teenager or in your early 20s. Chilling out. And just notice how all the seats that they sit on are deeply comforting, smooth, relaxing. And the material on all the seats is soft, touchable. Noticing all those palm trees that just sway in the wind. Those palm trees that can withstand the wildest storms. And the warmth of the air, even in the evening. And the smooth, relaxing sounds of chill-out music, and perhaps a stream in the distance, or a water feature behind the house. And just get a sense of really wanting to experience what it would be like to be that teenager again, or to be in your very early 20s, to absorb yourself in that now. Just picking someone that you love to be like, amongst all those people in front of you. Someone that really encapsulates youthfulness. Someone that's full of energy, that seems happy, intelligent, and just seems to be incredibly lucky, that everything just seems to go their way. Just become absorbed in them and enjoy the partying experience, mixing with others with a big smile on your face, making new friends, finding love. All the excitement of being a student. Without a care in the world. And I remember when I was young, I seemed to have endless amounts of luck. I'd go bounding up trees, I'd jump from tree to tree. And on the odd occasion when I fell out of trees, I'd still be okay. And those times of your life can just be so happy. And as you just enjoy a little bit more of that, you don't have to know on a conscious level how this is going to work. You don't have to know on a conscious level how this will make you more youthful. This will make you more full of energy. This will make you happier. This will increase your IQ and intelligence and luck, and it will improve your health and boost your immune system. And you don't have to know consciously how this will do that. And you know what vibrant colours are. And in a moment, you'll begin to drift away from this experience back to an eyes open state. And when the eyes open, many neurological pathways will have been activated to do with youthfulness, increased energy, happiness, increased intelligence and luck, and improved health and boosting your immune system. You know, there was a study done many years ago where children were asked to watch cartoons. And the cartoons were cartoons of different characters acting out white blood cells. And they had to imagine those characters inside their body. And as they imagined those characters inside their body, they were tested a while later, and it was found that their immune systems had been boosted just from imagining those cartoon characters inside your body. And they were better able to fight infections, and they were healthier. And I don't know what cartoons you liked as a child, or what children's TV you liked, or what your favourite childhood game was. I don't know whether you can recall your favourite childhood games, or who your best friend was. And what the group of friends was that you hung around with. And I don't know who the group of friends is you hang around with as a child. And I wonder whether you do know. And what are the games you play? And what are the programs you watch? And you can just take some time to be in the middle of some pleasant childhood memories. And I wonder what your favourite nursery rhyme is. That's it. And you can take all the time you need to just become absorbed in some pleasant memories from your childhood, some pleasant memories from your teenage years, memories of programs you enjoyed watching on TV, memories of things that happened with your friends, of playing and having fun. And when I next talk again, you will have had all the time you need to really enjoy running through those experiences. And then when you come round, you can have an awareness that each time you listen to this again, it'll get easier and easier for it to activate all the necessary neurological processes of youth and vitality, energy, happiness, intelligence, luck, health, and boosting your immune system. And you can come back from the experience now and begin to come back to wakeful awareness. And then open your eyes and come all the way back to the room. And you can listen to this as often as possible that you feel is necessary. And you can feel compelled to just respond fully in your own unique way.